Who joined my Discord?
Rejoin my Discord?
No, I said, never mind. I said, who joined my Discord? It's usually, but I joined your Discord. Get it? Never mind. Forget it. How's it going?
Wait, are you asking who joined your Discord?
Oh my god. No, never mind. It was a joke that did not go over well.
Oh, like you're starting a Discord, or?
No, I'm not Are you fucking with me right now? No, that's something that you would say. When someone joins, you would be like, who joined my Discord? But I said it. I said who joined my Discord, so as to imply that it was you that joined the room with me, but it was not. It was I that joined with you. Do you understand? Have I made this clear?
I don't understand what you mean you join my Discord. You don't have a Discord.
You're fucking with me. Got it. Okay, got it. You should have just been like, got it. See, you can't continue after that. Just let it go.
All right.
Yeah. What else? What's news in the hood and all that?
Just chilling. Oh, I didn't DM you back yet. I guess we'll talk it another day, but I had my Rumble CEO meeting yesterday. He seemed like a cool guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was he much different than the second Rumble CEO of Locals or whatever it was?
I don't know. He's like a tech bro. He's like very much like a tech bro. I don't know if he's like, is he actually a billionaire? I don't know.
Wait, really? Is he?
I don't know. I Googled it, and people were saying that with the current valuation of Rumble, he's technically a billionaire. But then I also saw that he's worth $5 million when I Googled, so I have no idea.
Wait a second. What's the valuation of Rumble right now? Hold up. Let me just look at this
market
website.
cap of $2.4 billion right now.
Rumble has a... You're capping.
That is the market cap. It's a publicly traded company.
Holy sh...
Yeah,
How?
I know. Yeah, that was one of the things too, because I fought him. Because I'm not there to like fuck around, and also despite what some retarded new fucking viewers think, I'm not gonna shill for a fucking site because I'm getting paid for them. I never do that. But yeah, so we started talking. One of the meaty things I brought up was like those viewership numbers, pretty wacky, my dude. And we kind of, there were two strains. One he went on is that like, well, Rumble's a public...
I messaged you about that too. Yeah, I messaged you about that.
Yeah, Rumble's a publicly traded company, and he's like, if I was to like fake viewership numbers, it would be the end of the world. Like investors could fucking destroy him. The SEC could go after him. It would just be like you can't get away with that shit as a publicly traded company. You get fucked. Which I guess okay maybe. But then I was like, you know,
these guys, I don't want to fuck your shit up. I don't know if I can. You know what?
Say what the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck.
It's not. It wasn't 25K live concurrent viewers. We both know that. There's no way. Okay,
maybe,
because there's
yeah.
people. No, there's not. Because there's people right
You're
now
not gonna
that
let
are
me finish
broadcasting
yeah, okay, go ahead.
that don't pick up 10. So I think more likely is that they have a very liberal way of counting what a live viewer is.
Yep. Yeah, I asked about that. He said it's 5 seconds. Because he said sometimes what some sites will do, because I asked him about it, because after he said that, I was like, well, I'm sure there are like sophisticated ways that you could like gas up viewership. And he said that typically the way that he's seen platforms do it is what they do is they have an extended session token. I don't remember what he said, but basically like if a viewer comes in, you count that as a live viewer for 1 hour. So if 100 viewers come in, 100 leave, 100 come in, 100 leave, if they do that like every 10 minutes, then after an hour, you'll have like 600 concurrent viewers, even though really you've only got 100. But he said on Rumble, he said they only keep it for 5 seconds. I asked him, but then the next question, I was like, okay, well, if that's true, right? Like if I've got like 25,000 viewers, like I know you guys pay ad revenue and I run pre-rolls on the channel, or there's pre-rolls are automatically run on the channel, like that should like coincide with ad revenue, I would imagine, right? Unless, and he showed me the ad revenue that I earned for yesterday, and surprisingly, so keep in mind, I can't run ads. I can't trigger an ad in the middle. I only run pre-rolls. Yesterday on my stream, I made about $600 in ad revenue with nothing, with just pre-rolls. So they could be gassing up my ad revenue, and they could be masking authentic viewership in another way. That's possible. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, obviously the owner of the company has every incentive to lie to me. But he told me that I think, do they publicly talk about their concurrent viewership? Fuck, I don't want to say anything that'll get me in trouble.
Here's the only thing I would look at, right, is I think the only thing could really juice the numbers a lot would be if you were on the homepage listed prominently.
I was as well. I was.
Yeah, but I look right now, and the thing that's in that that number one spot there only has 3,000 viewers. So it seems to me like it might be a multiplier versus like, hey, if you're on the homepage, you pick up 10K. Just seems...
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, like I said, the numbers were really high, but the ad revenue was pretty high too. He said that there were a couple other things going on. It could be a lie, but I mean, I don't know. Right now,
it's never going to be a lie. It's like, oh, it's a bug that was fixed, or we actually were changing the way that we're doing this or something. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one big concern I had, obviously, and then otherwise, I think it was kind of like he had. It's the same. Rumble has the same problem that like everybody else does, where they're trying to get out from like the shadow of like this is where the banned people go, or this is like only conservatives. But they signed like a lot of decently big people, like Glenn Greenwald. I think that Kim Iverson lady got signed. The one, who was the guy that did the
What is this turning into? I mean,
hold on. What was the name I'm thinking of? The guy that did the force the vote on fucking Medicare for all. Who the fuck am I thinking of? I just need the name, and then you.
Jimmy Dore.
Yeah, Jimmy Dore. Yeah, people like this, and then I think like a couple of like Republican senators or people use, and then like Trump Jr. and shit are signed to the platform. Oh, Russell Brand does a show there now. Yeah, go.
Is this literally just like extremist Twitch then? I mean, I don't mean to be weird about it, but it's like, okay, we have tankies and we have people that want us to withdraw from NATO and like nothing in between. Is that what Rumble is becoming?
It's anti-establishment, right? That's where it is. Yeah, of course, yeah. But they want to get out from under that. They want to escape that reputation, right?
Interesting. Well, I mean, it was interesting to me. Like you said, there was no moderation tools at all when you first used it, right? Or sorry,
yeah,
that's not
correct.
the word.
That is true. I couldn't have moderators, but he said they built that feature out for me so he could show it to me by dinner, and they do have it now, so I can add moderators to the channel. Yeah.
That's good. Have you done that? Because it was a little frisky in there before, for sure, when I took a peek.
I haven't yet, but I haven't like. I'm not doing a dedicated stream over there, so it shouldn't be like a fuck ton of viewers. So hopefully it's okay. But if it gets like crazy, I'll start adding some. But I need to figure out.
It's usually pretty crazy over there.
How can you say usually? I've done one stream. What is it usually
well,
like?
I mean,
today it's been okay.
I mean on Rumble in general, but yeah.
Sure. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Sorry. Yeah, that's true. But today it's been okay. But if I see it get crazy, I'll probably start to like add mods and shit.
Interesting. How do you feel about Rumble versus Kick in the feature sets that each of them have right now?
I'll know better on Friday when I start streaming on Kick.
Have you tested it before?
No, I'll just do my first one Friday. Fuck it.
Interesting.
Probably
it seems like it's supposed to be kind of feature parity with
Twitch. Yeah.
With Twitch. I mean, it looks like Twitch exactly, right?
I feel like the code was probably lifted from the Twitch leak, but
like actually lifted? Like
yes. But I don't know if that's true or not. That's what it because it looks like.
I feel like I yelled at Cake about this, and he called me a bad word when I said that's what they did.
Really? Did he?
Yeah, because I said, oh, it looks like, these same source codes are there. And he's like, no, that's the jQuery. Or I don't fucking remember what it was. But, I mean, sure, shit looks like it to me. And I know Twitch had a leak. But, yeah, I guess we'll see.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know. But the, yeah. I mean, like, Kick will be interesting, especially because of the moderation, the people I could potentially collaborate with there. If the Rumble viewership is authentic, though, Rumble is very interesting to me because that's potentially like the dream is to gain access to whole new audiences that you don't really have access to traditionally. Like that's always like what everybody dreams of. So if that viewership is legitimate over there, that is a cool opportunity. But I guess we'll see. Yeah,
I'd be interested if you did that because then you could kind of compare the results of engagement, I guess. Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, one of the difficult things is he says that like Rumble is embedded on a lot of platforms where people don't necessarily engage with too, that like they've got like I think they're on the Roku TV app, and he says that they drive some viewership from there. I made a lot of requests for stuff that I could see like on a dashboard. If I could see like sources of viewership and everything, that would help a lot to understand what's going on. But he said their UX and UI is fucking dog shit, so they're like working really hard to build that out and to catch up on where they should be because it's not a good experience right now. So hopefully as that improves.
I mean, more competition is good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, the shit that Amazon Twitch does is so anti-competitive. I mean, I know like Twitch streamers love it, but Twitch Prime is just pure anti-competitive. That's all that it is. That it should be illegal.
True.
It's just it absolutely prevents someone from wanting to go and compete with Twitch. Like you literally can't be a startup and go to compete with Twitch. You have to be a fucking gambling funded thing or a public company.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess it's nice for the streamer, but it just seems fucked. Illegal? Yeah, I think it's illegal. Plasma laser.
Well, it's not illegal because we have.
No. I mean, it would be if they did the. Yeah. If the antitrust was actually enforced, I think it should be for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. Amazon is so fucking evil. When you like read about some of the shit they've done in the past with competition, like shutting down diapers.com was a really big one that they did. They would come in and like just do the most ruthless shit to like fuck their business up. Like the Amazon was like, okay, we're gonna sell diapers and we're just gonna lose money on every fucking purchase that we do. We don't care, just to put you out of business. And
yeah, it's like the classic. There's a name for predatory pricing. It might be called. I don't remember. There's yeah, these are actual monopolistic business practices that are called out like in high school textbooks. Like this is an example of like a monopoly, like doing bad things, or this is an example of like unfair pricing, or why you shouldn't have this in a free market.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so as well. You know, it's weird. Let's look at. How is this so different from yesterday?
What do you mean?
I mean that number.
I think for most of my stream yesterday, I think I had around 2,000 viewers before I shut off my YouTube. But it was also my first Rumble stream, so I don't know if they didn't want to promote it or not. I'm not sure.
Interesting. Have you talked with the people that run Kick, like the CEO or whatever?
Yeah, unless Eddie is Eddie the CEO? If so, then yes. If not, then no.
Is he the CEO? That's he would be the owner of the gambling sites too, right?
I have no idea.
Or stake.com, is that what it is?
No idea. I've talked to Eddie, but that's all.
What is Train's position over there?
I also don't know.
Is he like a brand ambassador, or does he have a more official position? I guess you don't know. That's fine.
Yeah. No.
How do you... So, I feel like with Kick and with... I guess let's just talk about Kick for now, because Rumble obviously has a plan. I know Train was talking about, like, do we have rules or no rules? And I feel like there's always going to be rules. It's just where do you draw the line? Like, how do you feel that they're going to progress? Do you think that they're going to go more and try to eventually kind of be competing with Twitch? Or do you think they're going to be more trying to compete with Rumble in the future?
For Kick?
Yeah, for Kick.
I mean, Train is like marketing it as like, we're already competing with Twitch. We're already past Rumble. But Kick is a private company, so they've got a lot more flexibility in terms of how they represent themselves.
What is the appeal? So I'm going to go on Kick real quick and see what's going on here. So I know that Kick allows gambling content. Obviously, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the appeal of Kick over Twitch? Is it literally you can do more extreme shit here? Like, I mean, there's I've seen some pretty frisky pools, hot tubs, and bikini streams. I'll say that much. So there's that, slots. But is the rest of it is just like if you're banned on Twitch, you come here, or
well, it's supposed to be
what's your
like
feeling?
Yeah, just less aggressively moderated, so more chill basically. So kind of like Twitch from like 2015. I think that's like what they're going for.
Jesus Christ! Someone just fucking linked a pretty good pools, hot tubs stream.
Yeah.
Don't click it though.
Okay.
Nabu says, Dan, they have a better sub split. I mean, that... I understand that is something that you could sell, but it's kind of meaningless when, like, you have Twitch Prime. Like, I will take the 50% or whatever it is split from Twitch Prime versus 100% of otherwise. And the idea is that as you go on Twitch, almost everyone has an Amazon account. They can, like, click subscribe, it costs them nothing, and you get $2.50 versus probably the massive barrier to entry of I'm streaming and you want to click to subscribe, and it's like you have to enter your credit card details to kick.com, AG, SRL, Cayman Islands, LLC, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, it's just, I feel like it's a little bit different. Septa Bus
I will
Orgy,
say something
stupid.
that,
Okay,
I don't know
bro.
if you've been here since we've talked about it or not. Twitch did regionalize their sub pricing, and it has significantly changed the income that you earn off of Twitch subs.
On Twitch?
Yes. So, like, for instance, like, Turkish people can sub, I think, for 99 cents. Like, I think there was a time period where Melina has, like, 1,000 subs. Or, I'm sorry, she'll have, like, 5,000 subs, and she'll be earning, like, I think 6,000 a month in sub revenue. It's really, really, really bad.
Wait, how much has her sub revenue gone down from before where it was?
Like, cut in half or more, I think.
No shit.
Yeah, it's, like, insane how low. And you'll get somebody that gifts, like, 50 subs, and you get, like, you might get like $10 from it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, someone that's been doing that for a while is actually Apple's entire ecosystem for in-app purchases and things like that. They've been doing that for a long time. There's a whole market.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Fuck. Wait, I'm so sorry. It's 5 minutes is the Rumble hold on viewers, not 5 seconds. 5 minutes. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on 1 second.
Holding.
No, sorry. I just had a phone call. You never know. It's interesting. Dan, they are pro Coomer content. That seems strange. I feel like Train wouldn't want that type of stuff, but maybe
no. I think he'll move away from that. Like they used to have. Hold on.
Did you stop talking?
Like, straight porn. Sorry, I had to turn my AC on. There were some people doing straight porn there, but they got away from that. They'll probably allow some types of Coomer content, but like if you're not gonna have porn and you're just gonna have super Coomer content, it's not that different from Twitch because the Twitch Coomer content is fucking wild. It's unbelievable that what they allow on that fucking site for like softcore porn.
What is the difference of that over Twitch? Like when you say that, unbelievable how? Because I mean, there's some fucking streams on Twitch where it's like there's like some fucking yarn between.
No, yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
asshole.
I think Twitch already allows essentially softcore porn. So if Kick doesn't allow like actual porn, there's not much of a difference there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean these streams are.
It's softcore porn, right?
Yeah, I guess at some point this is like, hey, I want to sell porn, but I don't want to go to ChatterBait or something. So like,
well, I wouldn't even say that
market
because like I don't know if it's changed, but I remember because I used to look at when Ari Nina was doing like ChatterBait or what did she do? My free cams or whatever. Anytime I look at those sites, from the little that I saw, and again I'm speaking of limited experience, maybe it's different if you watch more, but from the little I saw, the Twitch hot tub stream girls show way more than the average My Free Cams girl.
Really?
Yes. Like,
dude,
like you have to pay a lot of money to get the My Free Cams girl to get as undressed as they are automatically on the Twitch bikini streams. It's unbelievable how crazy that has gotten.
Not that I have ever really watched these pools hot tub streams. I do remember that I accidentally clicked into one, and I forget who it was, but man, this person, they're not in the frame the whole time. It's like an iPad there, like, you know, doing this, like, okay guys, it's kind of real soon, and it wasn't real soon. Not that I would have sat there, but I tabbed out, but I tabbed back in, and it was still not, you know, real soon. It's like a constant just continuing and continuing and continuing, and it's just, you know, not good. That's really...
part of that. That's the strategy. That a girl will say like, oh, coming back in a new outfit, and then they leave, and then viewership will build for 20, 30, 40 minutes while they're off screen, and then when they come back, they have an outfit, and then the viewership goes down because people have seen it, and they kind of like repeat that. There were some streams with, I think, Amaranth, where she spends more time off camera than she actually spends on camera.
Yeah, that's wild. Crazy shit. I mean, I guess, fuck, man, dude, this whole thing is fucking wild, dude. It's wild. I mean, I'm trying to think back to like how I used to run moderation policies because, well, Tiny Chat was bigger than Kick and Rumble put together, probably by a factor of 10. Mm-hmm. And I honestly think we had almost no rules at all. I think it was fucking wild. But it was different in 2010 than it was now. Like, I don't think people cared at that time like they do now. Like now, like, it's jarring, I think, if you go into a chat and there's people that are like spamming crazy shit. Like, holy shit. Like, there's like, you know, there's racial slurs in here. People are telling people to kill yourself. It's like, you know, this is wild. You're not used to seeing that. Even Xbox live chat and shit is all toned down now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that was just like that was chat. That's what you got, and just no one did anything. And the only way that you got moderated was if you were doing something like fucking actually.
Yeah, you never got banned from Battle.net for typing the N-word. Like that wasn't.
No, like no,
it wasn't moderated
wasn't
at
even
all.
There was no one you could report to.
Yeah.
I don't think either. Like if someone said something to you, you couldn't click to report, and if you did, you fucking knew it went nowhere anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. So. Yeah, I think it's jarring seeing this, but I don't also think like, man, Rumble is probably especially Rumble. Their model has to be independent of advertisers because I can't imagine
they have their whole own ad network built out. They run ads and everything on their shit. Like,
yeah, no, sure, no doubt. But there's like two sides of the advertising world. So you have like the CPA side, which is cost per acquisition, and that can be anything where it doesn't fucking matter. Like I'm trying to shill you to go buy some fucking Nutrisystems or anything. Like there's an intermediary between the end product and you, right? So there's that, like My Pillow shit, all that type of stuff. And then there's like the good advertising. That's like, you know, Apple advertising or fucking Target.
Oh no,
or,
Rumble right now is still very much in the kind of like not good advertising in terms of like who they get. Yeah. But like, so, like, in my opinion, I mean, like, what's going to happen is if you get the users, I think the advertisers will come, right? This is what I said about Twitter a while ago, where it was like, oh, all the advertisers are going to pull on Twitter. Bullshit. If Twitter keeps their user base, they're going to come back. Nobody's going to let like fucking Black Rifle Coffee, you know, be the sole advertiser on a platform with like over, you know, in Rumble's case, I think it was like tens of millions or almost 100 million like monthly active users. Like nobody's going to pass up all that free advertising space. Eventually, I would say that'd be my guess, but.
No, I mean, I get that, but I think that it's like you have all sorts of like garbage advertiser. What really happens in this type of space is that there's a limitless, endless amount of advertising that are like hot teens are in your area, click here, or, you know, grow your dick 16 inches. And that's going to pay a lot of money. Those types of ads pay a lot. So they're always going to rise to the top here. And if you embrace that shit at all, it is going to completely keep away the good shit. And
well, I don't think they run those ads on Rumble. They don't have like porn ads. That's like a different bucket.
Oh, no, I'm not saying porn ads. I'm just saying kind of shitty ads, like clean up your computer now, like fucking malware shit, or stuff that's like super scummy, like you install it and they keep nagging you to pay, or like you know what I'm talking about, like this whole class of like garbage fucking products, or things that are putting you on a subscription that you can't get out of, or shit that's going to slow down your computer, malware, adware, or shit having to do with like finding a girlfriend now, like just anything that has a really high amount of money that you can make is going to proliferate to this. And the stuff but you know, that's the problem, is that those things keep away like good brands and things like that. Like I'm sure Rumble wants.
I feel like it's I feel like you're putting the cart ahead of the horse here. I feel like it's not those ads that would chase away good brands. I feel like it's like the platform can only get those types of ads, so that's why they do. Like, do you think if Google started selling those ads, that all the good advertisers would leave AdSense?
No, I don't think they do, but I think a lot on AdSense you'd have the platform control to say, do not put me on this website.
Sure.
Right? Because there still is a lot of power from emailing an advertiser with like a bunch of fucking, you know, curse words and being like, hey, your ad, you know, Pampers ad is right below this, like, you know, all Chinese people or whatever the fuck it is. And they're gonna be like, okay, I'm pulling all my ads from that site. It's crazy. You don't think there's still that level of caring about shit? Like, I mean, I know you do.
No, I don't think so. Like, I don't. I think they care about.
Twitter still doesn't have their shit back.
Really?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, hold on. But still, I think you're conflating. Why can I not click this? Hello? You're conflating content with advertisements, I think. Like, I think that people don't want their ads to show up against like bad content. But I've never ever, and maybe it's happened, I've just never heard of it. I've never heard of advertisers pulling their ads because they're showing up against other ads they don't want to be against.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. That's sorry. Yeah, I'm saying content. And I don't mean.
Well, okay, wait, yeah, we can talk about content, but you're jumping to a totally different. Because what you just said before is you made it sound like if somebody's grabbing the shitty ads, good advertisers don't want to be against the shitty advertisements, which I don't think that's true. I don't know if they would care that much.
Okay, sure. So let's focus on the content. So what? I feel like they have to move away from the advertising stuff, lest their ads become nothing but that type of shitty ads. Grow your dick 18 inches overnight type of thing.
Yeah, but the goal there then is to just probably acquire different content. That's probably what their goal would be then, right? Is talent acquisition of people that are not in that realm of like extremist content. So people like me, or people less extreme than me, people that are like left-leaning or center-left or far-left or whatever. Like that's probably who they're looking for to round out their content rather than it just being like a conservative home base.
Yeah, is Jimmy Dore a conservative now?
No, he's a populist leftist.
Interesting. I feel like the real ultimate goal for a site like Rumble or Kick or any of these, if they want to actually compete, needs to be allowing people like yourself to make as much money as possible and giving you the tools to do it and letting you own your viewers. So what are things that they could do where they could take a kick from the amount of money that you're making, but are based less on advertising? So a good example of that would be like the ability for either of these sites to allow you to email all of your subscribers, like to send a message like up to once a day or something like that.
Viewer ownership is really scary. I don't know if any site would ever give you that. I don't even know if that's a good idea. But
well, the idea is that it feels more like your Patreon, where you produce video content, and less like, you're producing content for a website. So I think that's where it needs to go.
I mean, they're integrating with a website called Locals that kind of lets you do that kind of thing. But I think that what you're talking about right there, that's like some ultra ambitious shit. I don't think most content creators want to be involved in that. Like if you offered most content creators like, oh, do you want access to like the actual information for all of your subs? They'd say, no, just give me a better CPM. Right. So I think what Rumble is probably focused on is getting their advertising model built up, which is probably the most important thing, because having good ad inventory is just king. And then second is like, I think they want to do that, like that quasi agency thing. You know how Twitch has like Twitch, what's it called?
I know what you're saying about doing an agency. I know that certainly makes sense.
What are the Twitch bounties? Like that kind of system set up?
Sure.
Yeah. I think they're trying to get something like that set up too. I think that's more the vein that they're looking in. For creators, you just need them to be able to make money off of ads easily. The ownership over a platform and all of that, nobody gives a fuck about that. That's like for really, really, really ambitious people.
Man, you really feel I disagree. I feel like if you're decent sized, and that's where you're going to get most of your money. Like I think, what would you rather have? 1,000 broadcasters that have 10 viewers, or one person that does 10,000. Is that the same amount of viewers? Whatever.
Assuming they're unique, so you probably want more broadcasters. That'd be my guess, but
I don't think so. I feel like you would want the one person that you can represent and sell and get higher rate for. Like if you try to sell an ad towards a streamer that has 10 viewers, I feel like that's not very premium. But trying to sell something against like Kriparian or something like that, okay, well,
yeah, that's worth a major I don't think premium. Any of these inventories are managed that way, are they? Like Twitch doesn't sell. Twitch sells ads against the platform. Twitch doesn't sell ads for the streamers.
It's actually not true like that, because I've had bounties and I know other people that have had bounties, and when I compare the rates that I get versus the rates that they get, it's not like, oh, my average viewers is X and yours is Y. So significant premiums go to people with more viewers. So.
Sure, anyway, but that's not. But again,
I'm just trying to say here is, I think, first of all, I think it's important to allow viewers to feel like if you want to be a platform for, let's say, not normal content. That's not the right word.
Alternative content
here.
Is the.
If you want to be, if you want to be a platform for alternative content, I think these people are going to be very sensitive to the idea that they might get banned, because a lot of them probably have been. I think a lot of them are concerned about. Why you say no?
I don't think you want to. You don't want to build a platform and ban people. That's like the worst types of people.
Yeah, but everyone on this site is banned from Twitch or YouTube.
Is that Russell Brand's not banned from anywhere? I think he still has a YouTube channel. Right? I don't know if Glenn Greenwald is banned from YouTube. I don't think he is. I don't know if that Steve guy that they bought, I don't know if he's banned from any platforms.
Hold on. You're cherry-picking a few places. Do you think the majority
of the largest content creators...
Do you think a majority of the smaller streamers on Rumble are
I don't
people
care.
that
I'm not thinking of the smaller streamers. I'm thinking people like the Lead Attorney. Like these guys are have decently big presence on YouTube. They're not all banned. I mean, there's a lot of smaller people that are banned, for sure. I'm not going to deny that. But like, I'm pretty sure the larger content creators on Rumble, I don't think they're all banned streamers.
I don't know why anyone would ever. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be. Well, maybe it's good for you to argue for this. But I think if you want viewership, it would always be better. You would make more money, get more viewers always if you went on Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah, that is true right now. Of course, yeah.
So if that's the case, why would you be on Rumble or other ones? And it's because the obvious answer that sticks to me is because you can't be on YouTube or Twitch.
That's
either because you've been banned or because you know you will be banned if you go there.
Sure. So that's why the goal is to acquire more viewers and to build out the ad network and do bounties and shit, which YouTube doesn't do, I guess, to try to help. I guess to help people make money, right? That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the disagreement here is I feel like people would care about having some ownership over their.
Yeah, but okay, you say that. Can you think of any other model on the entire internet that does that in the streaming or YouTube world?
Patreon.
No. Does Patreon give you access to your viewers' emails?
I mean, you can email people on Patreon.
Wait, you're not dumb. Why did you just say that?
What? Wait. What? Hold on. What are you?
Being able to email somebody. Okay, yeah, maybe we do have a major disconnect. Being able to email somebody does not mean that you have their email address. Being able to push a button and tell Patreon, email all of my patrons is way different than Patreon gives me their email addresses. Those are two totally different things, right?
Yes, I agree that. I don't know.
I don't know what Patreon does. Patreon might give you their email addresses. I'm not sure, but I know that those are two.
I'm not sure either.
Okay.
I know you can email them.
Sure. But then the question is, how many people on Patreon are they utilizing that for like some kind of side business, or is it just to remind people of Patreon posts?
Yeah, but that's a very powerful thing to do that type of. Here's the thing: you and I seems a lot of Zoomers completely undermine the power of email. You think this is like some boomer shit that no one uses. It's just not true. Email is one of the best marketing tools that there is. It's worth a tremendous amount of money, and people spend a lot of money to put their fucking ads and marketed content into emails.
Yeah, I agree.
Not like
they do.
It's a major shit.
Steven Crowder fighting with two big platforms right now. A lot of it has to do with control over email lists of subscribers and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Patreon does absolutely give you access to their emails and what their emails are.
Gotcha.
Oh, thank you, Abba. That's good. How's it going? How's the prepper stuff going, man?
I've cooled off on it. I've decided to take care of my family.
Cringe. What's your family going to do when a zombie apocalypse happens, and now you haven't prepped anything for them?
Yeah, you won't even have a silo ready to go, bro. Come on.
I'm surprised. They're all very supportive of me getting guns in Canada, so I'm happy about that. They also do it. So.
What actually happened in Canada? I think it's somewhat recently. Like the guns you can have, and you can't transfer them or buy them anymore, or is that always
buying
been
no
the case?
pistols? The shooting in Texas was so bad it fucking reverberated all the way up into Trudeau's brain. He said, "No more pistols, guys."
Yeah, pistols specifically are no longer accessible, and you can't transfer or sell them anymore.
So if you have it, you can have it, but that's it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. They're trying
was there like a mad rush to get pistols like the last week? Was this announced, or was it just no one knew and then overnight no more pistols? I think
after every shooting, they just noticed an uptick in gun purchases because the people are always thinking like, oh, this is the time they're going to ban guns. As for why they chose pistols specifically, I think his reasoning was pretty stupid if I remember reading up on. But yeah, I don't know. It's not very logical to be honest with you.
No.
It is where we live.
Do you know if there was notice about it? Meaning like, were they like, okay, next week you're not going to buy pistols anymore?
Yes, there was a big notice about it. Yeah.
Nobody's very surprised because I think they've been hinting at it for quite some time in regards to them doing and creating more gun reform. So they've been pushing at it, and they have they have a lot of support from the people, and so this is kind of not a surprise to anybody who lives here now.
I wonder if so Australia did a huge forced gun buyback, recall, whatever you want to call it, and I guess it was successful because there's not a lot of shootings in Australia anymore. But I wonder if doing anything like this has any real power versus if you don't do a full recall. Like this seems like
in Australia they were doing recalls as well after.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, so what they're doing in Canada, is this really going to curb gun violence a lot, or is this more just
I think what's important to remember is like, we're not Australia because we share a border with America. And like, at the end of the day, if I really want a gun, I could just drive to America, get one, and then just drive through the border. It's not hard. Like, it's very easy. Sure. I think like whatever gun crime exists, they're pretty much never going to be happening with legally owned guns. And because we share a border with you guys, like if anybody wants to get them illegal, it's not hard. So that's just the reality.
I feel like it would be kind of hard to get a gun illegally.
No.
I mean, well, I'm like a...
Wait, how do you get a gun in America if you're Canadian?
Yeah, I don't know
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of means by which people can get guns in America without being an American citizen. Is that not the case?
Oh, I mean, if you buy them privately, but I think you need to show at least an ID, don't you?
I mean, that depends on...
That's true. That's how you'd have to do it. You'd have to have like a fake ID and then go to a gun show. And you could 100% get one that way. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, like, Border Patrol's not really exist in a lot of parts of... Because with such a large border that we have... that it's like a lot of there's no enforcement of most rules when it comes to border crossings, and so it wouldn't be that difficult. If you were actually trying, it wouldn't be like hiking over mountains to get one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for people who want to purchase illegally, there's a lot of ways they can do so, and most of the people who are doing that are doing it for criminal reasons, and so yeah. That's why I said, like, comparing it to Australia just doesn't make much sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I don't think it makes sense. I mean, I think there's so many guns in this country right now. Probably even, how many guns does Canada have? Do you guys have anything close? I mean, per capita, do you have anything close to the United States, or is it way different?
Sorry, repeat that last part.
Per capita, how many guns does Canada have, like compared to the United States? Do you know? Probably not. I don't know either.
But I'd wager anything it's substantially less. Maybe it's higher than I thought it would be. 2.26 million men and women had gun licenses December 31st, 2022. That's surprising.
How many people live in Canada? You have a fuck ton of people up there, don't you?
32 million?
Yeah.
32 million adults. What is the ranking here, actually? Canada's 7th. So America's 120 per 100 persons. Canada's ranked 7 at 34.
No kidding.
Yeah, and in second is the Falkland Islands, and then third is Yemen, fourth is New Macedonia, fifth is Serbia, sixth is Montenegro. Let's go. Based Eastern Europeans.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie.
I would not have expected that.
Finland is 10th.
Doesn't Finland do something like everyone gets a gun or something like that?
Military service or like volunteer training or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I thought okay. Switzerland. I would have thought Switzerland would have been higher, but apparently
like
not.
they all get fouls when they turn 18 years old or something.